Hello, guys. You want to know where God came from? Let me give you some insights and some eye openers to this question. When you were in primary school and the teacher asked you 1 minus 3, the answer would be it can't, because according to the principles of that particular realm or dimension that you exist in, how could one possibly subtract 3? That's not possible. You can't. That's the same as trying to think that God could exist without an origin, right? So, as you graduate to secondary school, that's the easiest sum that you can ever solve. 1 minus 3, the answer is simple, minus 2. It now makes sense to you when you are in that new dimension that you have entered, which is high school, right? So, okay, let me give you another example. When you're on this earth, on this planet that we live on, if you throw a stone into the sky, what only makes sense to you is that that stone is going to fall back to the ground, right? Why do you think that way? Because that's what you are exposed to. That's what only makes sense to you when you are a part of this world. Because you know there's gravity. Gravity is going to pull back that stone, right? But let me tell you something. Let's let's say you go to another planet. There are so many planets in the universe. Let's say there's another planet without gravity. If you go there and you throw a stone into the air, the people who live there, let's say the people who live there, what only makes sense to them is that you throw a stone into the sky, it goes and goes and it never comes back. Why? Because that's what they're exposed to. That's only what makes sense to them according to the principles of that particular world without gravity. In this world that we live in with gravity, what makes sense to us is that you throw a stone into the air, it will definitely come back. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So, things like eternity, they don't make sense to us in this particular realm that we live in. They only make sense to gods, people who live in the godly realm. Not people, beings who live in the godly realm. They are the ones who understand eternity. They are the ones who understand that something can exist without a beginning or without an ending, which is what we refer to as God. Okay, let me give another example. On this planet that we live on, we have things that are eternal, things like time and space. Time is eternal. There is no beginning of time and there's no ending of time. I know we all agree to that. Time has always existed, and yet that's a principle which was created. If time was created, but being created as it is eternal, then why can't you think that if God is the one who created time and time is eternal, then it means He Himself is even more eternal than time. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So basically, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is the moment you get to heaven, eternity would become the easiest thing that you can ever achieve, the easiest thing that you can ever understand. That God has always existed and God will forever continue to exist. He has no beginning and He has no ending.